Hi guys, this is Tailored Talk. So I'm just doing Foodie Beauty's mukbang paneer reaction because I heard a few things that I wanted to talk about. So let's take a look.
Woman Sue, I love you so much, can't count all the ways.
Pretty woman.
Baby, I used to be a kitten and now you're a big cat. Yes.
I don't care how cute you look, you're not getting any paneer. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're really trying hard, aren't you? Aren't you? Yes. No, you're not having.
This behavior and all these baby voices, they kind of fall flat when, you know, her beezers and people know that you're an animal abuser. You know, that you've let your cat's claws grow and that your cats have had UTIs and been running around in their own filth. So it's just so weird that Foodie's trying to transform herself into a cat lady again after everything that's been exposed. You know what I mean? It's really weird. It's like if somebody, you know, and I hope that you can understand the analogy. It's like if you knew that somebody was been outed for domestic abuse against their partner and then they went back onto YouTube and just started doing, I bought my, you know, partner a car, you know, or me and my partner go on holiday, and it's just like, we know the truth about you, so why are you posting these things? It's the same with Foodie. Like, we know the truth about you, so why are you pretending to be nice to your cat? We know that you don't like this cat. We know why you got this cat.
Paneer! Hey there, Beezers. Want a personalized video from me to you that you can keep forever? Or maybe a special shout out?
Even in this cameo promo, there's still fat bags, like bags of fat under her eyes, even with this filter to the max.
Or maybe you just have a pressing question for me you want answered. All you have to do is request
How much did you really pay Salah to move to Kuwait?
a personalized video or direct message from me on Cameo. It's super easy. Cameos also make great birthday or special occasion gifts. Hope to hear from you. Bye. Hello. Welcome back to having dinner with moi. So, bismillah. And let's get into the thick of it. I'm sorry for rushing the intro, but I miss you guys. All that good stuff. I'm just really hungry. Paneer.
I miss you guys. I just need to stuff my face. The addiction's too strong.
Oh, is this? Yeah, this is naan. It's supposed to be naan. Naan bread and paneer. What kind of paneer is this, though? I think I got a Shahi paneer. Yeah, there's paneer makhani, Shahi paneer. There's all kinds of paneer. Alright, I just wanted mine with bread today. So, bismillah, and let's eat. Cherry, cherry lady, going through the motion. Yum. This thick, creamy, rich gravy. Eat a bite. Mmm. It tastes kind of like the other paneer I get, but like a hint of coconut or something. Yum. Let me try this cheese curd. So paneer is Indian cheese. It's like a cheese curd type of cheese. Very easy to make. You just curdle milk with lemon juice or something acidic. Vinegar, I use white.
I have made paneer before, but I didn't have any milk left for tonight. That's a lie. She's probably got gallons of milk in that fridge. She just probably can't be bothered to make fresh paneer. That really would be fresh.
form it, and put it in the fridge.
I mean, telling us how to make fresh paneer while eating takeout paneer, being morbidly obese. You couldn't make this up.
Berry juice with a bunch of ice. So, I'm actually in a really good mood. Just some things that, mashallah, have been happening in life.
Like what?
And also, first I want to say, I see some comments where it's like, people have the nerve to say, like, you look miserable, you're unhappy, like...
Yeah, because you do.
Telling me how I feel. And it's like, I can assure you that just because I'm overweight and I have struggles, everyone has struggles in life.
True. Apart from the super rich, I guess.
I still love my life very, very much.
That's a lie.
So, I really love my life, and I'm working, on it.
Well, yeah, but you've had like 39 years to work on it, but still.
But at the same time, I'm gonna keep trying and pushing myself.
Yeah, but you don't push yourself, that's the problem. What, 1.5 minutes on the treadmill, and then like going back upstairs to rest because you're so exhausted is not really trying though, is it?
And we have a lot of exciting content coming up, actually, so stay tuned for that. I know I say that.
You always say that, and the exciting content is always you sitting on the floor stuffing your face, and I'll never understand why she doesn't sit on the sofa. Wouldn't it be easier on her knees? Because she literally has to like roll around the upper body and then like heave on the sofa to get herself up. I mean, what's the exciting content? Like, it's usually going to some cheap museum, going to some cheap shop, going to some cheap version of a Lush store, and using your money and then getting Salah to pay for it, or going to like McDonald's, several different McDonald's around the area. That's exciting content to you because you're a food addict. That's exciting content to you because you're trying so hard to peddle a dead couples channel, but it's not exciting to everybody else. I'm sure people love food, but not as much as you do. So it's not exciting to us.
But it's actually coming up real soon.
Okay, I'll believe it when I see it.
We have some vlogs, a lot of nice content for you guys.
And I wonder how pre-recorded that is. Was that 2 weeks ago? Was this a month ago? Like, the thing is, she eats also with the mukbangs. She eats so much that she, like, 2 days worth of food is like a week's worth of videos. So, like, the only way we can really gauge what she's doing in the present is through her lives.
Or I'm actually doing things. I'm never gonna give up.
Foodie, you're already giving up. Look at what you're eating. I'm never gonna give up losing weight and getting the lifestyle that I want, as she stuffs her face with 2 huge sheets of bread and a huge bowl of paneer. with sauce. Curry, rather.
But don't assume just because someone is overweight that they hate their life.
No, nobody assumes that. Like Yabba said, look at Glitter and Lasers. She's jet setting and she's a businesswoman. Look at Tammy Slayton. She's lost all that weight. She's now able to walk around without a walker. She can go to places with her family. She's got her life back, you know, and she had that unfortunate stuff with her husband going on. But she's got a supportive family, an amazing family, and she can finally do things without assistance. I mean, nobody says that, you know, overweight people are always unhappy.
You know. Yes, I wish I was healthier. Yes, I wish a lot of things, but I mean, I'm still grateful
For what?
for everything else I have in my life.
Like what, though? You literally gave up everything that you had in your life that made you happy. Yes, do I think you're getting substances here? Yes, but not like you used to. Like, you're not getting, you know, you had an endless supply of weed over in Canada. You gave up the cats, you gave up Pete's, you gave up your friends, you threw away your family. Like, you gave up everything for what? You know, to sit in a seaside condo doing what you do in Canada. I mean,
And I know what I'm going through is a test from Allah.
but what are you going through though? Because you don't do anything. What's the test, Marty? I mean, what's the test for you? You don't go through anything. I mean, unless you try to exercise, but you put yourself through that.
So I bear it.
Bear what? Bear what? All you do is stuff your face and continuously try to look for clothes that can fit your enormous body. Like, I don't, you know, it's a struggle that you threw yourself in.
And I know that I have a lot of figuring out to do, like, you know, before I get there.
Well, what you need to do is you need to figure out how to go back to Canada and just, you know, talk to a financial advisor. That's the real issue. Because how many years can you run away from taxes? Like, how many years can you run away from paying debts?
So, I know it's not, I should not, like, focus on negative comments, but they're comments that, like, are in general.
Foodie, you've got nothing else to do all day, so of course you're going to focus on negative comments. If you actually had a life, if you actually had a man, you would be spending time with Salah. I mean, that, you know, you are newlyweds, allegedly conspiracy. Like, if you really had, you know, if you were really satisfied with your life, you'd be spending time with your husband, or you would be, you know, going out with female friends to talk away.
Stereotype, like, you know, I'm trying to knock down the stereotype, not just, like, feed into the negativity. But
I've said this before, you need female friends.
I find watching videos, like, today I spent, like, at least 30 minutes
The amazing Google Pixel Fold has arrived. Durable design inside and out.
straight watching these videos on TikTok of this long-haired chicken called Pretzel.
Foodie, what you could really do is spend like a good extra 30 minutes editing your videos, because they're always trash. Like, edit your videos. Get proper content for your videos and then edit them properly. Especially the couple ones. Especially your lives. You need to start editing your lives, because a lot of it is trash.
Who is the cutest thing?
I mean, you've been on, oh dear, nope, sorry, oops.
Stereotype, like, I'm trying to knock down the stereotype, not just like feed into the negativity.
Just gonna go forward a little bit.
I find watching videos like today, I spent like at least 30 minutes straight watching these videos on TikTok of this long-haired chicken called Pretzel. Who is the cutest thing ever. And it, like, watching happy things is my point. Like,
watching happy things for years has been in contact with Negs and S-Jam and Karate Joe. Okay.
I don't know how people live day to day coming online and having to be negative to make a living. Like, honestly.
Well, Foodie, that's the same question I can ask back at you. I mean, you're the same person that turns on your camera and rages all day about people, and you talk about people's families, you want to dox people's kids. I mean, I could ask exactly the same question. It's like, Charlie Gold, anyone? Yabba, anybody? Allah's wife, anybody? You're the same person that, you went to Allah's place to go for a meal, and then within a month you're talking shit about his wife. So,
like, think about it. For example, and go watch our vlog, our couples vlog, by the way, if you will. Thank you. That was a very positive video. Like, Salah was being very supportive.
depends what you mean by support.
And people have to make it a negative thing.
She faked that eye roll. That's for the feeders.
Like, it's some people's literal jobs online to try to twist something and making it into a negative.
You're the same person that couldn't take Allah's criticism when you literally had an evening with a campfire, and then you left these people in the desert with no water. Then Allah phoned Salah, telling his point of view, basically saying that you treated their wives like shit, and then you go on YouTube and basically dox and harass Allah's wife. It's the same thing.
Just because we're not making out or doing really haram things on...
Yeah, but you say, we're not making out because we're not haram, but you stuff your face every day and you trash people every day. Isn't that haram? Like, you can't pick and choose what you want to do, what type of haram you want to do. Like, you either do it all or you do nothing. Like, you can stuff your face and be extremely racist and homophobic. towards people. You can trash your friend's wife on camera, but Salah can't kiss you on the cheek on camera. You know, how does that make sense?
On camera.
He won't kiss you on the hand. He won't kiss you on the cheek. I mean, what? He won't even kiss you on the hijab. Okay, so there are modest ways you can kiss somebody. He won't even do that.
And because Salah's first language is not English, any interaction, even though he's being completely loving, has to be awkward or...
How was he being loving when he calls you potato face? How's he being loving when he calls you moon face? How's he being loving when he calls you a loser after bowling, which is actually one of my favourite clips, one of my favourite couples clips of all time, actually. You know, how is he being loving when he pinches your cheeks so much that you got so annoyed one day when you were out on the beach that you had to turn away because it was so annoying? Like, how is that so loving? He trolls you in every couple's video. He literally called you a horror movie villain on camera, and you were so dumb that you didn't even edit it out because you didn't realise that it was an insult. Jesus. I mean, if anybody talked to anybody like that, you would get a stern talking from your partner. Like, it's crazy. It's the same way that Nada used to call you a buffalo, and you were like, oh my god, that's so funny, and like wheezing your head off. Like, it's exactly the same thing. Like, so stupid.
A sign that
maybe she's just so used to guys insulting her and telling her that she's a fat pig that she's just used to it at this point.
Doesn't love me. If he didn't love me, he wouldn't be trying to encourage me to do the right things.
Well, he doesn't want you to die because you are his cash fund
in my life. He wouldn't try to be helping me.
I agree with Smokey Steve. Like and subscribe, Smokey Steve and Mark. You know, he doesn't want her dead. He needs her alive. This is very much a Jen and Jean situation. He needs her alive. She's the only regular source of income that he gets. Salah needs her to live. That's why he's going out with her and trying to be encouraging. He needs Chantal alive for as long as possible.
Become a better person. And just because I eat what I want doesn't mean behind the scenes you don't know what we talk about. You don't know what he tries to encourage me to do. You don't know, like, there's many times he's helped me deflect from a binge. Actually. He's an amazing, amazing supportive person.
If he's so amazing, why does he constantly make fun of you? I mean, if he's so amazing, why did you have to buy him? Why did you have to buy his attention? If he's so amazing, why is the only affectionate gesture, you know, pinching the shit out of your cheeks? What the hell is that about? I've never seen a grown couple do that. I've never seen a teenage couple do that. I barely see family members do that to each other. Like, what is it with the pinching cheeks? It's just, that's insulting. That's insulting. And really, any normal person would say, like, get your grubby fingers off my cheeks. But no, Foodie, not you.
Where are your spouses? Where are your significant others?
Yeah, but where is Salah? And where is Salah? Because the thing is, you're still eating at 3 a.m. Where's your husband?
You know,
Where is he? Why are you raging so much online? Where is he to tell you, no, don't do that? Let's go out for a walk. Let's do this. Let's spend time together. You know, where is he when you're saying that Yabba's kids are prostitutes? Like, you know, where is he to say, stop, don't do that?
Just watching you be negative.
Where is he when you constantly talk shit about FFG? Where is he when you doxed private messages between you and Everest? Like, the Everest thing was as shady as shit. Where was he to say, no baby, don't do that, it makes you look like an obnoxious prick? Where was Salah? He's never there when you need him, ever, because he's at the Red Room or he's with other girls that he can actually stand. Like, where's your husband? Where is he?
All the time online.
Plus, not everybody needs a man or a woman or, you know, a non-binary person or whatever to survive. Like, you need a man to survive. You need a caretaker. And I didn't think that you were like Amber Lynn in that respect, but you are. You need a caretaker. That's why you've never been living on your own for any long period of time. You went from living with Pete to cheating, to moving in with BB, the guy that you cheated with, to going back to Pete's because you didn't want to live alone, and now you're with Salah. You've never been alone. You've always needed home help.
You sit there and say that we're not in a happy relationship.
Oh, we know that you're not, because it's all scripted.
But yet, no happy person is doing what these people do online.
Yeah, I mean, well, same with you and all your community posts.
Period. So
Yeah, I mean, the same thing can be applied to you. I mean, if Salah actually spent time with you and gave you any type of love or affection, you wouldn't be making terrible community posts and making fun of FFG, you know, day in, day out. If you actually had some kind of sex life, you wouldn't be making community posts every you know, other hour.
Oh. So yeah, I mean, we don't really care.
Of course you don't.
You know. He's also actually stopped a lot of rages.
I don't believe that, because he's never home. He actually has a life outside of you.
He's not responsible for my actions, though. You know? He's not responsible for what I put in my mouth. I am. So to blame someone else is ridiculous. And I see that a lot. People want so bad for Salah to be another, you know who.
I do partly agree with that comment, but he's also your enabler. You know what I mean? If he took active steps to really help you with this fast food addiction, you know, and maybe it's about time you ought to meet some of his family. Maybe they could give you advice. Maybe he could take you somewhere to a clinic. Maybe he could encourage inpatient treatment in Kuwait. You know, there's so many things that he could do, you know, and not getting you fast food at 2 and 3 a.m. would help. He is your enabler. He is your Becky. He will go out and get you food whenever you want.
They want to. They don't want that nasty saga in my life to end, because they don't want me to do better in my life. They don't want me to be happy.
Yeah, but you're not genuinely happy. Even with the food, it's over-exaggerated. Even food can get you off only so much before it gets boring, because you're so used to eating crap. So, I mean, you know, you're never really happy. And that's why you had to take all the weed when you were back in Canada. And I assume she's taking something in Kuwait, because there are times when she hasn't been sober. So.
And that's the truth, and you know it. When I start to be happy.
When have you been genuinely happy, though, since you moved?
People will push and push and twist and start rumors and find things to, you know, trigger a rage. And that's my responsibility not to let myself get triggered. But I know this is not a rage, okay? This is speaking facts about how backwards some things on YouTube are. And yeah, I still talk about those issues because they're still problematic. But when I do get to a boiling point and say something, oh, you see, she's a bad person, see what she said, blah blah blah, you know, like that kind of thing. Yeah, so he's an amazing husband.
Yeah, but Foodie, you would say that. What are you supposed to say? That he's not attentive and only touches me on my cheeks and is never home? I mean, what are you going to say? You're never going to tell anybody the truth until you two have split up.
And I say this just to point out the issues, but at the end of the day, we don't care about whatever.
Oh God, her memory is so bad. Another thing that Salah's going to have to deal with.
People say or think
On, you know, pending Alzheimer's.
about us. It really doesn't affect our life at all. Oh no. I just say,
I mean, that cup, it always does legitimately look like a vase. It is so big. It's so big that it makes our hands look small. Like, what the hell? What the hell is that glass? Oh my God.
a cardamom.
It's like a Thor style, Thanos style glass. It is so huge. And her meal wasn't even that big, unless she had a meal before she started filming. Jesus, that mug is big.
So all that to say, I mean,
Almost as big as her stomach. I mean, Jesus.
I don't know how people involve themselves in the drama every single day. It's literally so exhausting. And I seriously don't know how people can accuse someone of not having a life when you do that all day, like nitpicking the dumbest things.
This is the same woman that judged Allah's wife for having a full-time job. While she has to have a full-time job to keep Salah happy and in the money.
All day on Twitter trying to tear someone down.
Not only on Twitter, but YouTube as well.
I've said this a million times. I don't even have Twitter. So whenever people are talking about me, are they talking to themselves? Like, they literally are.
We all know that you go on Twitter though, because you're tagged with Foodie Beauty Animal Abuser. So of course you go on Twitter. You got to know what they're saying about you. And also, like, Marty's next steps. You got to keep tracks on those, and you can keep very good track on the farms and on Twitter.
I also realized something else that's very empowering. Yeah, a lot of people don't like me. I don't need you to. I don't care.
Well, you need your beezers too. You need your beezers.
Like, who are you? I don't like you either.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even like your beezers. You don't like the feeders, the male and female feeders that, you know, jerk off while they're watching you eat. You don't like your beezers because you find them boring and they don't entertain you. You don't like anybody. You don't even like Salah. Like, you're only using him because he's a trophy husband / boyfriend, whatever. You know, you don't even really like him. I mean, if you could, you know, like Smokey Steve said, if you could get Salah to Canada, you wouldn't bother bringing him over. You don't like Salah as a person. You're just using him. Let's be honest.
There, now we're unfriends. I have enough people in my life who love me. I don't care.
Like, you say that your family do love you, but like they haven't visited you in Kuwait once. Not one time. Just as a visit. And you've been there for what? 7-8 months? Not one family member or friend has gone over to visit you in this foreign place where you're with this strange man? Not one member of your family, your mother, your stepdad, your uncle, your partner in crime, Auntie Phyllis, not one person has come to Kuwait to see how you are.
Oh my gosh, look at this, a whole anise. This was really good. The only thing with curry is it stains. I love it though. Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite. I mean, this should be proof enough that I don't just do these for views, or I'd be, you know, mukbang for views, because I've done paneer mukbangs a few times, like many times, and you know, most people who try to get views from mukbangs do huge display of food.
Yeah, but you do huge displays of food. What about the rice for 3 adults? Come on, you've always had petite portions, like.
Yeah, so I had a bunch of comments in my Taco Bell video. This is a binge. You don't have the right to define for me what a binge is. Like, that is not up to you to define what that is. That's up to me. I know what a binge
You know, plus she did troll with the thumbnail.
Is for me. A single meal is not a binge. That's not a binge. Please educate yourselves on binge eating disorder if you're going to.
She's the same woman that's telling her beezers to dox Marty and go to the police. So I wouldn't take what she says, you know, seriously.
Comment on somebody's videos who has binge eating disorder. And people also saying, it's not an excuse. Yes, it is an excuse. It is an excuse. It is an excuse. And I'm not shielding myself and giving my, you know, I'm not saying, oh, well, I have binge eating disorder, so I'm going to eat. No, I was not able to say no, and I picked something unhealthy, and that was a choice I made, and I was just sharing it because I'm trying to be transparent. I'm not trying to excuse anything. But yeah, I mean, having an eating disorder is a reason for these issues I have with food. I mean, you know. But yeah, that's, you know, that's the thing. That's the problem. It's like, you're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't. Because, you know, as a person with food issues, with an eating disorder, as a big person, we literally can't eat anything like but a fig leaf and a stick of celery. And someone will still say, that's a stick of celery for a family of 8. You know, like it was an
you know, I do agree that sometimes, I think it more goes to Amber Lynn, but I do agree that sometimes Amber Lynn gets unfair criticism sometimes. But Foodie, you know, we've sat here and seen you eat, you know, literally, I would say for 2 adults, maybe 3. Especially if you're having rice, especially if it's like a huge curry dish or whatever, and you had like curry and bread and like flatbread, and then like a soup, that soup roll, that soup bread thing. So that huge soup bowl, that bread bowl with soup. So it's just like, we've seen you eat for about 3 adults. So it's not like, you know, your viewers are blowing this out of proportion.
unhealthy meal, yeah. You know, I find fast food to be very addictive, and that's not a secret. But I feel like it's important to share everything, and not just the good, you know, not just when I'm doing well, or which is not.
But you're never doing well. That's the problem. Well, when have you been successful? I mean, you've been successfully scammed, but when have you been successful with any diet or exercise? What are you talking about?
Not barely at all. Like, but I'm not going to be down on myself about that, because yes, you don't see how hard I struggle every day. You don't see what I do every day. You don't see me.
Yes, we do.
How many times I do say no to myself.
I don't think. Yeah, but you don't say no to yourself enough.
And then I do give it.
Out of 1,000 times, you say no to yourself like twice out of 1,000 times a day.
Like, you know, it's like there's so many times before that Taco Bell that I said no to a lot of different things I could have eaten. You know, you don't see those things. You just assume the worst. And that's the kind of negativity I'm talking about.
We assume the worst because look at your body. You've done nothing but gain. That's why people assume the worst.
I don't need it. But I was looking at our couples channel, and I was like, people are delusional. Like, there's some reactors, if you can call them that. They're more hate channels, but whatever. And they're like, or just like people in general, she never does anything in Kuwait. Like, our couples channel, from when I first came to Kuwait, we did so much together. We did so much on that channel. Just go look at all the videos.
Cheap zoos and cheap museums that were next to free. You would look at the luxury shops from the outside and walk past them because you were too broke to buy anything. Like, come on.
Like, we did so much, and we're gonna be doing the rest of it, don't worry. And yeah, so, and stay tuned, we have a lot of vlogs coming up, so a lot of exciting things in the future, and I'm not gonna let my issues hold me back. You know, if I have to be the first obese person to die trying to do things that I want to do, then so be it, I will do it.
Yeah, but trying to do, as in what? Trying to do a mukbang for 5 this time? Like, what are you trying to do except trying to get yourself bigger on purpose?
I will do it. Anyway, I'm stubborn. Yeah, that's one thing I also am. And
yeah, but you're rudely stubborn though. You're extremely negatively stubborn though. You can be stubborn in a positive way, but you're negatively stubborn.
I don't like to. I hate to be told I can't do something.
Yeah, but people say that you're never going to lose weight, and you've done nothing but gain. So
hate it.
She does sound like a child here, though.
More importantly, I hate to think it. I hate to think to myself that I can't do it. Something.
Yeah, but you always tell yourself that you can't do it. You can barely get off the floor to sit on the couch.
Because I know I'm capable of doing anything I want to do.
Sure. Says the woman that could barely do 1.5 minutes on the treadmill.
And so are you guys. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.
Okay, guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.